Hey, good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going to go ahead and we are going to have a wine because we are quarantined in Seattle. All right. Anyways, we're going to have a bottle of Cab Franc from Bontzu Cellars. C is for Cab, not contagion. Stay tuned. All right. I know coronavirus is serious, so let's go ahead and take this off.
I was actually doing some drywall downstairs, so this is why I had this on. Anyways, you've tuned into the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast channel, YouTube's primary channel for discussing Washington State wines and whiskeys, plus some spirits. Anyways, we are going to be discussing one of my more emotionally attached wineries, Bontzu Cellars out of Walla Walla. My wife and I last year, when we went for fall release, Soren had a wine that was absolutely out of this park. We're going to be discussing Cab Franc tonight. It's typically a grape that not a whole lot of people use as 100% Cab Franc. They usually blend it in. But anyways, before we jump into that, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit the thumbs up button if you do like this video. When you do hit subscribe, go ahead and hit the bell icon. That way when I do upload these types of videos, and I try to do at least once a week, if not a little bit more, that way you are notified when I do upload these videos. So that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the review. Now, as I think I mentioned before in another previous video with one of Bontzu's reviews, my wife and I are kind of emotionally attached to this winery. We like the winemaker. He does things in a more natural way. By the way, the color on this is a garnet, almost I'd say medium garnet. It does have a little bit of light coming through, so it is a little bit translucent. Let's go ahead and put this all the way to the back. Now, I will tell you this, right from here, this is an intense nose on this wine. Now, talking to Soren, I know that he specifically picked these grapes from a particular vineyard, a portion of a vineyard that had a very particular terroir that he was looking for. Let's go ahead. I'm getting tart cherry, blackberry, black cherry. There's an herbal note to it as well. I'm also getting some, God, I want to put my nose right in that glass, but it might just be overwhelming. I'm also getting kind of an earth wet note, sort of like when you walk down next to a stream. Oh, man, the nose on this. This is one of those wines you really could put the glass down, walk away from it for 10 minutes, and come back to it, and it's going to have that intensity. It really is. All right, let's go ahead and get into this sip of this. You know, I'm also catching a slight cola note, too. Now, the alcohol on this is 13.2%. Yep. You do not sense any alcohol on the nose. This is a medium to a full-bodied wine. Tannins, medium plus. Body, body and medium. What did I write down my notes here? It's been one of those weeks, you know, and I had everything. There we go. Yeah, it is a medium plus tannins. The acidity on it, it's not very tart, even though I do get some of that tart cherry. I would say it's more of a medium. This is more of an off-dry sweetness as well. And again, the alcohol content, but the flavors, everything that I've described, the black cherry, the black raspberry, the black cherry, the blackberry, the tart cherry, all comes through. The herbal spice, it's kind of hard to pin down. I want to say it's more along the lines of a bay leaf is what I'm kind of getting. The oak, the time that it's spent in the barrel has kind of given it a cola flavor as well. Everything kind of, what I mean kind of, it really does mesh extremely well in this wine. I think This wine in my cellar is going to be aging very, very well. Now, I know that Wine Folly recommends that at 5 to 10 years. There is enough tannic structure in this, I think, that it will age a little bit longer, but I'm looking forward to seeing if some of that tart cherry starts to blend in. Intensity, by the way, like I said, the nose is very intense, but the palate and the finish, everything blends in together extremely well. Everything works well. To be honest with you, this is probably Soren's or Bontzu Cellars. This is probably one of his best wines I've ever had. And I think my wife would agree to that. So what am I going to go ahead and give this as a rating? This is definitely a 92. This is a bottle that I really am seriously considering contacting and seeing if I can get any more of this. I'll put a link down below in the description if you're interested in contacting Soren and Bontzu Cellars. Let him know that if you do, that you saw this video. So that being said, have you guys had anything from Bontzu Cellars? Have you had a 100% Cab Franc as well? Let me know that down below. Is there another Cab Franc with a Washington State, French, Chilean, whatever? Let me know down below if there's another Cab Franc that you think I should look into. So that being said, thank you very much. People, folks, it's going to be trying times for the next couple months. Between coronavirus and people being quarantined and events and things like that. Taste Washington was just canceled here in the state of Washington. That's a big wine event. Hope everybody stays safe. Hope you have enough wine if you have to get quarantined in your own home. It's going to help. Wine helps. Whiskey helps. As always, please be safe. Drink responsibly. Life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. Cheers. What if I could put a hole in my mask and drink it through a straw?